Hey everyone, it's Jen here and welcome to Jen's Wild About Art. So today I'm going to do a painting of a galah for you, and I'm doing it in acrylic, which is something I'm not used to doing. I haven't done acrylics in quite a while, so it is lots of fun. I'm having an absolute ball creating arts in acrylic. So yeah, I'd love you to come along and enjoy this video. I'll talk you through my process as I go, and I will see you guys at the end. Okie doke, so I start by doing a general outline. I get all the proportions of the bird where I want them, and yeah, I follow around doing the different sort of rough details around the feathers and everywhere, and then I add the branches and some leaves, and then I will start with the painting, but I'll finish the sketch first. So I start off with cobalt blue mixed with titanium white, and I go all around the background, and I will do a couple of layers just so it looks less patchy, but yeah, I do the first layer. I just start by blocking in the background and the bird and everything else. So yeah, I get all of that blocked in, and then I'll start to add the layers and the detail. So with the branches, I start off with a grey mix, and I actually use a little bit of graphite grey, which is a tube colour, which I really like. It's a really soft grey. So I add the grey, and I also will add a little bit of white to that just to lighten it up in areas as I go. For the leaves, I use a little bit of Australian sap green mixed with a little bit of lemon yellow just to lighten it up just that little bit, because gum leaves are quite light in tone and colour. Now I'm adding a little bit of yellow ochre over that grey just to add a little bit of warmth, and it adds texture too. I leave a little bit of that grey popping through so you can see the texture on the branches as I go, and I'll also add a little bit of colour to those little gum nuts, because these branches have little gum nuts on them. And now I'm adding a little bit of brown iron oxide, just a bit thicker, a bit stronger, just to the underside of the branches. And it just, creates a little bit of contrast, a little bit of light against dark, which I really like. So I'm really trying to practice improving on my lights and getting light into my artwork, not having it look so flat. So it's a fun journey to be on, guys and girls. It's lots of fun practicing. So yeah, I'm enjoying the journey. I'm now adding a little bit of titanium white just to the light sides of these branches, just to brighten things up. I want the lightest lights to stand out against the darkest dark. So as you can see, I'm adding that titanium white around just different areas on the branches just to lift it a little bit. And I also go in with a stronger mix of Australian sap green now. So I haven't added the white. I'm just going in with the sap green and starting to build up the colour on the leaves. So now I've blocked in most of the branch and got it pretty much where I wanted. I will do a bit of adjustment later. I start on the crest of this little bird and her wings. So she's got a little grey crest on her head and greyish wings. And for the body, these galahs have the most beautiful pink feathers on their bodies. So I'm using magenta light and a little bit of white to start with the pink tone on her body. And I just take that everywhere that's got pink on it. So I add a little bit of graphite grey and white to the tail and start to block in the tail area, and then I start to work around the eye. She's got a little bit of grey trim around her eye. I use burnt sienna around the eyeball, and then I use a little bit of burnt umber cobalt blue for the pupil on her eye. And now I mix a bit of cad red and a bit of white just to strengthen up that pink around her body. I want to try and get more lights and darks. I've got to be braver with my contrast. So I start to build up stronger colours and stronger shadows as I go. So as you can see now, I'm blocking in the stronger colour areas on this bird's body. Now I start to add shadows, and I've mixed up a purple and I've used ultramarine blue and a bit of magenta, and I'm just build a shadow colour for the bottom of her tail. I do decide later I'm going to add another branch over the top. I'm going to add, it just needs a bit more balance, so I need to add a few more leaves in and stuff, so I alter the picture after and sort of cover the tail area a little bit. But I'm also adding that shadow colour onto the beak of the bird now, and I start to define the eyes a bit more. But I do alter the eyes after a little bit. Now I'm adding a little bit of magenta around the trim of the eye, and I'm lightening up the beak. And now you can see I'm starting to add the leaves in. So I add that new branch at the bottom, and I also add some more little sticky bits around the side, and I'm also going in and strengthening up the shadows. So I'm using a more purpley mix of the pink. So I've added cad red, bit of white, but I've also added a bit of blue just to purple it up and strengthen up that colour. And she's got a shadow across her eye, so I start to alter her eye a little bit and add the shadow to the top of her crest and deepen up the colours under her wings and down onto her stomach and around onto her tail. Trying to be brave with shadows, people. It's one of the things I need to learn, is be braver with my shadows. More contrast, it just stands out so much better and things look so much more vibrant and lovely. So now I'm adding the shadows to the bottom of the branch and just strengthening up the tones there as well. And I'm going back into the bird now with a little bit more cad red, and then I start to work on the leaves and the branches a little bit more, just getting a bit more definition in there and a little bit more detail. This picture is really all about the bird, not so much the leaves, but it is fun to try and add something different in. Like, I don't do a lot of leaves and a lot of trees, so this is fun to add the details onto the branches and the leaves. And we are just about done. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love it if you click like and subscribe and click on the bell icon. I also have a Twitch stream, which I'll have linked below, where I stream pretty much 7 days a week on Jen Arty Gamer. I also have an Instagram and a Twitter, which I will have linked below. I'll upload another video hopefully in the next few days. I look forward to seeing you all then. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you then. Okie doke. Bye.